Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. So, in this mission we are going to be, or in this episode rather, we're going to be doing the mission Temporal Front.
The data from the future you've provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the first Alliance Summit. This could be the beginning of a new age, and your presence there could ensure the summit's success. Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
Okay. And we'll just transwarp over. And begin the Temporal Front. And this is going to be one of those loading screens that's a little slow at the start. You always got to have a couple of those. There we go, now it's picking up. Let's see, it's really happening, Admiral, the first summit conference between the major powers in the Alliance. Given your pivotal role in events leading to this meeting, the various leaders and ambassadors will be seeking your counsel on matters. We shouldn't keep them waiting, rather. I was about to say we should keep them waiting. Pivotal role, eh? I did my duty as an officer, nothing more. Talk to Lieutenant Commander Ashava.
Greetings! It's an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to New Romulus and the first Alliance Summit. The opening ceremonies will begin soon. Until then, please, wait here in the assembly hall.
What is the Lieutenant Commander doing as an honor guard?
You would expect an ensign standing honor guard duty, wouldn't you? Truth is, I volunteered for this detail. Today is a very symbolic day for me. Like the founding of the Coalition of Planets, this summit represents the beginning of a grand alliance. I'm a descendant of the Tellarite who signed the Coalition Accords 255 years ago.
I see.
I wanted to be here to honor my esteemed ancestor and my family. So I made my case to my commanding officer, and he authorized my deployment.
I'm sure you do your ancestor and family proud. Okay, Tanae?
This summit shall be of historical importance, to be certain. Ambassador Sugihara and President Okeg have a monumental task ahead of them, however. There is a 34.8% chance of a major diplomatic incident occurring during the summit, one that could lead to its complete collapse.
Considering the delegates, I'm surprised that figure isn't higher. Quinn?
Good to see you. Quite a sight to see, this summit. I can't help but wonder what the role of Starfleet will be once it's complete. Will we return to a role of discovery, or remain on guard, phasers at the ready?
That thought has crossed my mind as well, Admiral, more than once. And Captain Sean.
Well, here we are. It's still a little hard to believe, isn't it? Peace in our time, or so they say in all the media reports. Regardless of the outcome today, the crew of the Enterprise stands ready.
As does my crew, Captain. Come what may, we'll do our duty. And President Okeg.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course. Were it not for your efforts, this summit wouldn't be happening. Allow me to thank you for that, on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. We've quite the journey ahead of us, but we'll begin today by taking that important first step.
One small step, Mr. President. Sometimes those lead to great things. Okay, and speak with Chancellor Jimpok.
Kavan, today is a momentous occasion for us all. Let us hope that this conference goes better than the one at Kittima. You have done well to prove that we need this agreement to succeed. Still, it would be naive of us all to assume that this peace will last any longer than the ones that have come before. More likely, we're on the peaceful side of a giant circle, and it is only a matter of time before we find the side of war once more.
Let's see. Our enemies won't stand idly while we march forward. And Datan. I don't know where the hell the honor guard. Oh, there she is.
Jolan True. Truly, we are witnesses to history. If only my esteemed mentor, Ambassador Spock, had lived to see this day. When reflecting upon this summit, I am reminded of an ancient Terran saying he once taught me. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. Many here today would see that come to pass for us, I think.
I've never heard that proverb, and I would not be shocked if it has a little bit more to it than that. So let me see. Okay. It's something from the Hebrew Bible and Old Testament. Of that I have no doubt, sir.
And yet, despite the withdrawal of the Iconians, we have many enemies throughout the void. Many worlds must be rebuilt to survive. It seems we have great need of both swords and plowshares. A strong alliance can secure both of them for us all.
You make a good point, Pro-Council. And yes, there was a little bit more to that proverb that he read. Well, old Terran saying, as he referred to it.
Greetings! Quite the gathering today, wouldn't you agree? One hopes that, amidst all this splendor, the great powers find it in their hearts to remember the plight of Cardassia.
The Cardassian people will not be forgotten, Counselor.
Greetings. We stand upon the threshold of a great venture for all gentle beings in the galaxy. The Deferi, as always, shall strive to seek a state of balance. This may be our greatest challenge yet, but one we cannot forsake.
The pursuit of balance is an admirable one, Ambassador.
Hello. I've heard this summit is as much about the future of the four quadrants as it is a resolution of the war. I'm happy with finding peace, though. We're all long overdue for peace. Prophets willing.
Agreed, Eminence.
It is agreeable to see you here. Considering your actions during the Iconian conflict, it is eminently logical for you to be a part of determining the Alliance's path forward.
May we now ascend from chaos using reason as our guide. Sure. And Rom.
while Rule 34 says that war is good for business, I think I've had my fill of it. Still, if what I hear in the wind is true, we're in for a heaping helping of Rule 35.
Peace is good for business if memory serves.
Exactly. And here's hoping that business is good. The markets took a beating in the last days of the war.
I suspect you'll have ample opportunities to recoup your losses, Nagus. Also, we're just gonna ignore that the Romulan waitresses are like all clones of one another. That, or you have like identical twins, identical quintuplets. There's 5 of them. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Whatever it is, apparently they're either clones of one another or you have 5 identical twins, basically. Either way, let's go ahead and talk to Lieutenant Commander Sava, or Shava.
The opening ceremonies are about to begin. Ambassador Sugihara will be making an announcement shortly.
Very good, Lieutenant Commander.
May I have your attention? The summit is about to commence. Please join me in the main conference room now.
Hello, Sugihara.
So glad you could make it. I have to admit, you've done what many believe to be impossible, bringing everyone to the table to form a greater galactic alliance. Well done. Now, if you would be so kind, would you mind escorting your leader to the conference room? I can't think of a better honor guard.
Of course, Ambassador. See you inside. Okay, President Okeg.
Is it time? Very well. Let's not keep history waiting. Lead the way.
This way, Mr. President. Oh, and he's gonna do the whole walking thing. And 06 Cape has broken. Same with Admiral Carrere, or however it was pronounced. I couldn't see the full name. Oh, there you go, Riemann.
Fellow delegates, honored guests, we stand at a crossroads.
Chancellor, that Romulan poisoned his wine. This is Romulan treachery.
We did no such thing.
Mr. President, look out!
Security alert, initiate full lockdown. Okay, go after her. Take a seat. It's time to get to the bottom of this. If I remember correctly, there's an accolade for selecting certain choices. I do not recall what those choices are off the top of my head. Yeah. Ace interrogating the Nakul assassin in the Temporal front. Okay, and question assassin.
You. Once again, you meddle in the affairs of your betters, alien.
I'd recognize you anywhere, Krog. It's been a while. Not long enough. Pity about Glorndon Core. Over 100 years have passed and it's still a putrid wasteland. Ah, I can see by the look on your face that we're about to have an unpleasant conversation. So be it. Let's start with something simple. What time period are you from exactly?
One that shall be free of your wretched species, I think. And soon.
I think it's 29th? Yeah.
Most astute, alien. Or perhaps a lucky guess? That seems more likely, yes.
29th century it is. Next question. How did you get here?
To this room? A simple matter of putting one foot in front of the other, really. With considerable practice, you may be able to master the technique, although I have my doubts.
You looked like a Riemann before. Your disguise must have fooled embassy security.
A simplified but accurate deduction. You must be so proud.
Considerably so. Let's move on, shall we? Are you working alone or as part of a team?
One of my people is worth 1,000 of your misbegotten species.
Okay. And yes, depending on what your career is, you got a extra thing that was always the correct answer. Since I'm tactical, my top two basically are the same thing. They should both result in getting the accolade. So you're alone. I don't scan anymore like you on sight.
Correct. You are more astute than I gave you credit for, mongrel.
Charming. Time for another question. Where is your home base of operations?
Search the skies for a star in the grip of death, and you may find my home.
Sounds like Nakul. Surely you were not referring to Nakul, or are you?
Yes, Nakul. Her beautiful radiance will return to the cosmos once more. It is a matter of destiny.
But how? Yep, there we go, like an open pad. Oh, and Captain Walker.
Hello. I see you've discovered a temporal anomaly.
Captain Walker? Sir, a Wells-class ship has just arrived in orbit. It's the Pastak. Indeed. Captain Walker is with us now. Kisik out.
We detected a time breach in the 29th century. Strangely, we couldn't track the actual traveler, but we sensed a change in history on this day and time. Seemed like a good idea to investigate it.
Meet Specialist Krog. She just failed to assassinate President Okeg.
No doubt an attempt to fatally undo the Alliance Summit. Quite the terrorist act. If this summit fails, everything you saw in the future would be disrupted at best. At worst, that future will cease to exist entirely.
Sounds like a trip to the future is in order, Captain.
Go to the future? If we're certain they are from Nakul, wouldn't a preemptive strike in this time put an end to any of their future ambitions?
Disrupting the Nakul now would be disastrous.
That's correct. The safest course of action is to stop the incursion at its point of origin, the 29th century Nakul system. Time is of the essence. We'll need to leave soon. May I suggest turning over your prisoner to Commander Jarak before we depart?
Agreed. Commander, if you would be so kind.
I'll be happy to acquaint Specialist Krog with the interior of a high-security Romulan holding cell. Good hunting.
Thank you, Commander. We're level 3 security scan. She may have more tricks up her sleeve. Admiral, are you ready to head back to the future? Yes, inform command that we're investigating the incident at the source and beam us up.
All hands, brace for temporal shift. Now!
Admiral, stellar drift indicates that we're in the 29th century. Interesting. What have you discovered? Look at the stars, sir. Over 400 years have passed and Nakul still hasn't turned into a singularity. I'm reading some very unusual stellar radiation here. Sir, the Vostok is hailing us. On screen.
I take it you're seeing the same thing we are. While the Nakul star was ruined by the Toxutat in your time, the fact that it's not a black hole is quite the mystery.
Reports of its demise appear to have been exaggerated.
Quite so. We're also reading a massive structure of unknown origin near the star. It's a day for enigmas, it seems.
Yes, well, if I had a bridge window, I'd be seeing it. Let's take a closer look at those enigmas, Captain. Oh, okay, just use long-range sensors. The cool star has many characteristics of brown dwarf, sir. Spectral class Y.
Strange. This system hasn't been inhabited for decades. What are the Nakul up to?
Okay, and approach mid-sensor range. As the Vostok turns around to try and follow us. But of course it's going to follow at a distance, so it's still way back there. Continue full impulsing.
Unknown vessels, you have violated Nakul space. You shall pay with your lives.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say. Okay, that one decided to goof out. Reading unusually high levels of X-ray emissions from the stars, sir, adjusting our shields to compensate.
Most of the Nakul are law-abiding. The radical elements have been a thorn in our side for some time.
Looks like that thorn's getting sharper, Captain.
You shall pay for your crimes, alien filth.
Uh-huh. And get ready to fire at will, and fire at will. Okay, Captain Walker.
This is starting to come together. General Vosk is the leader of a radical element within the Nakul. We've been looking for him for some time.
Your search may be over. We're reading an inbound ship at high warp.
Acknowledged. Sensors indicate she's of Nakul registry. The NV Destiny.
Hell, set inners, of course.
I am General Vosk of the Nakul. I do not recognize your vessel, and your face is new to me. Identify yourself, if you please.
I'm Admiral Milton Filberto Kissick of the USS Odin. One of your people has...
Be silent! The goals of a primitive aboard a garbage scow matter little to me. Leave Nakul at once, or you will be destroyed.
Yeah, so this 400-year-old ship is about to beat your ass. That's the way you want to play it, General, so be it. Like, technically, it's more than 400 years old. At least the class is. most of it. The hull and pylons are the only things that are relatively new. Not bad for a bunch of primitives on a garbage scow, eh?
Bad news. I'm reading multiple Nakul warp signatures inbound to our location. We'll maintain overwatch as long as we can. Go get Vosk.
We're on our way. We were able to beam you just outside Vosk's bridge. Be careful, sir. Acknowledged. Alright, everyone. Move out and stay sharp.
I admire your tenacity, but your struggle is truly in vain. Soon the Nakul will stand first above all. Your kind will be but a memory, replaced by the glory of Nakul!
Not if we have anything to say about it, General. Okay, now time to take out the General himself. Which was pretty easy.
General Vosk, the portal is ready.
All hands, begin temporal shut for Nakul, for destiny.
Come with us, sir. It's time.
Very well. Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence. Now.
No, damn it, come on. I was trying to press tab before to switch targets and you just weren't doing it for some reason.
We need to get this situation under control, and fast! I'm beaming over to join your efforts.
Okay, you do that, Commander, or Captain.
I'd prefer keeping the Destiny in one piece. Her temporal tech alone is well worth saving. Cover me while I try to shut down the self-destruct sequence. Be prepared. The Nakul won't go down easy.
Understood, Captain. We'll give you the time you need. Please make it quick.
Incoming enemies! Hold the line! Damn, they've hard-locked the self-destruct. I'm going to try to bypass the lock. Cover me.
Okay. Where are you now?
More Nakul heading our way.
just sort of hide behind here for a second. Oh, David Finn, you had to go
Captain
down.
Security. Looks like they've learned a trick or two from the Borg. Let's download what data we can and leave.
Okay, you just hurry it up, Captain. You don't have all day.
Multiple Nakul life signs detected. Clever devils. They've started using a full data purge. Think I can stall that for a while.
It's actually a decent looking bridge for like a villain.
Need a little more time here. Cover me.
Okay, you do that. I got all the time in the world. There we go. I like that. If only the crew wasn't all just standing on top of me. Almost stood in some plasma.
I've unlocked one of the last data nodes. Better have a look.
Okay. Just 1 second, let me get my crew up. Oh, okay, gotta go and talk to you to get a look.
It's grim. Destiny is about to explode and the Nakul are on the verge of a major military operation. I'll return to Pasta, call for reinforcements, and hold the line.
Understood.
I managed to bypass the security protocols on the main console. Grab any critical data you can, and beam out before Destiny explodes.
Will do. Good luck, Captain. We won't be long. Honor General, our researchers have compiled a list of significant systems for your review. Please select and prioritize mission-critical systems and eras from the following list of our researchers have compiled. Are they all the same? Just out of general curiosity. Yes, they are. Download partial Nakul invasion plan. Transporter Room 2 is standing by, Admiral. Tactical beam out protocol is in effect. We've got several Nakul ships headed our way, weapons hot. Are you ready to beam up, sir? Yep. Get us out of here. I don't really feel like being on an exploding ship. And another slow loading screen, or at least one that's going to be slow at the start. There we go, now it's picking up. Admiral Vosk's ship is still set to self-destruct. We should exit explosion range before it blows. Helm, take us to a safe distance. Admiral Destiny's self-destruct is imminent, and it's gone.
shut down
there.
the Nakul portal quickly, we'll be facing a full-scale temporal assault. Reinforcements are on the way, both for us and the Nakul. Buckle up. Things are about to get rough.
Red alert, all hands, battle stations. And there's the pause stock. Deciding it wants to leave.
I'm picking up many more Nakul ships inbound. Holding them back will be challenging. This situation is escalating. We must destroy their temporal facility before any other ships travel through.
Weapons ready, let's put that portal out of commission. And you might want to shield your eyes. There we go.
Captain Buckman, USS Odin. How may we be of service?
You're a little late. God, I'm really hurt. Also, I like that they're portal jumpers. Reminds me of Stargate Atlantis. Go. That should be all of them. Oh, or not. Now that's all of them. Don't know where the hell that guy was.
Well, that could have gone better. Still, with that data you downloaded and a little luck, we might be able to find the Nakul vessels that made it through the portal. Hopefully before they can do any serious damage to the time stream.
Have faith, Captain. We'll stop them.
Your confidence is reassuring. Let's get you back to... Wait. We just registered a new historical record. It appears that General Vosk has been found and dealt with in the distant past by Captain Jonathan Archer.
One of Starfleet's finest. That's one down, more to follow.
Indeed. We've got our work cut out for us. I suspect we'll have to recruit more temporal agents to deal with incursions of this magnitude. Regardless, thank you for all your help today. Let me know when you're ready to return to your time.
Acknowledged.
Are you ready to return to the 25th century?
I am.
Welcome back. I've asked Temporal Investigations to see what can be done about the Nakul incursions. You'll be happy to know that the summit is still on, though it took Sujihara quite a bit of maneuvering to get the Klingons back to the table. Commander Shava's sacrifice was not in vain. May she rest in peace.
And I'll take the shield. And that is going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time, where we will be doing the mission Temporal Reckoning. But until then, goodbye and farewell. And a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content on the channel, I do have a Patreon, link to it down in the description below. Just click that link and you can sign up to my Patreon, in which you donate basically a certain amount of money each month, however much you want. It can be $1, it can be $5. I have some tiers selected, but you can modify whatever amount you want. So if you want to give more than what a tier is, you can. There's nothing stopping you. And it helps the channel out. It adds up over time, even if it's only at just $1 a month. People doing it adds up over time. So yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you all next time, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.